Welcome to this very special broadcast as we honor the life, the legacy, and the faith of my beautiful wife, Joni Lamb.
I want to honor my mom, the life she lived, dedicated to her greatest love, Jesus. And I remember, I felt like the Lord telling me that I needed to take a year off, and she prayed with me in the kitchen.
The Christian broadcasting community was left in deep mourning after the announcement that Joni Lamb had passed away at the age of 65. For millions of viewers around the world, she was not only a television host or ministry leader, but a familiar voice of encouragement, faith, and emotional strength. Her passing marked the end of an era for supporters of Daystar Television Network, the global ministry she co-founded with her late husband, Marcus Lamb, and helped grow into one of the largest Christian broadcasting networks in the world. Following her death, Daystar officially announced memorial arrangements to honor her life and legacy. According to the network, a public celebration of life service will be held on May 18, 2026, at Gateway Church in Southlake, Texas. The announcement quickly drew reactions from pastors, ministry leaders, and viewers worldwide, who shared emotional tributes and memories of how Joni Lamb's programs had impacted their lives during moments of grief, illness, and personal struggle. Daystar confirmed that Joni Lamb passed away on May 7, 2026, after facing serious health complications in recent months. The ministry stated that her condition worsened significantly following a recent back injury. Despite medical care and global prayers from supporters, her health continued to decline. The news came as a shock to many, as she had remained active in ministry programming and leadership until shortly before her passing. For decades, Joni Lamb was one of the most recognizable figures in Christian media. Alongside Marcus Lamb, she co-founded Daystar in 1993 with the vision of creating a global platform for faith-based television. What began as a small ministry operation eventually expanded into a worldwide network broadcasting Christian content to more than 200 countries. Through sermons, worship programs, interviews, and testimonies, Daystar became a major voice in modern religious broadcasting. Joni Lamb was widely known for her emotional honesty and ability to connect deeply with audiences. She often spoke openly about personal topics such as grief, family struggles, mental health, and spiritual challenges. This transparency made her relatable to millions of viewers who saw her not just as a host, but as someone who understood real-life pain and offered encouragement grounded in faith. After the death of Marcus Lamb in 2021, following complications related to COVID-19, many questioned how Daystar would continue without its co-founder. Joni Lamb stepped forward to lead the network, taking on the role of president while continuing to host programs such as Joni Table Talk and Ministry Now. In these shows, she interviewed pastors, authors, and Christian leaders, continuing the mission she and her husband had started decades earlier. Her strength following personal loss became one of the defining aspects of her public life. Colleagues and viewers often praised her resilience and her ability to encourage others even while dealing with her own grief. She frequently reminded audiences to remain hopeful, trust their faith, and support one another during difficult seasons. Following the announcement of her memorial service, social media platforms were filled with tributes from viewers across the world. Many shared personal stories of watching her programs during hospital stays, emotional breakdowns, or family crises. Others described how her teachings helped them rebuild their faith during times of doubt or loss. These messages reflected the deep emotional connection she built with her audience over decades of broadcasting. Christian leaders and ministry figures also honored her legacy. Many described her as a pioneer in Christian television who helped shape modern faith-based media. Under her leadership, Daystar became one of the most influential religious networks globally, offering programming that combined worship, teaching, humanitarian outreach, and testimony-driven content. The decision to hold the memorial service at Gateway Church also sparked discussion online. While many supporters appreciated the venue's size and ability to accommodate large crowds, Others referenced past controversies involving former senior pastor Robert Morris. Despite differing opinions, Daystar emphasized that the focus of the service would remain entirely on celebrating Joni Lamb's life, ministry, and global impact. The network confirmed that the memorial service would include both in-person attendance and a global live stream, allowing viewers from around the world to participate. Leaders expect thousands of attendees, including ministry partners, television personalities, friends, and supporters who had followed her work for decades. In the days following her passing, Daystar aired special tribute programming dedicated to her life. These segments included interviews with colleagues, behind-the-scenes memories, and reflections on her decades of leadership. Many staff members described her not only as a boss, but as a mentor who personally invested in the lives of those around her. They recalled moments when she offered prayer, encouragement, and guidance during personal difficulties. At the same time, her passing has been seen as the loss of a significant figure in modern Christian broadcasting. Joni Lamb represented a generation of ministry leaders who helped transition religious media into the global satellite and television era. Through Daystar, she helped bring sermons, worship services, and faith-based conversations into millions of homes worldwide. Despite her public influence, those close to her often described her as deeply family-oriented and grounded. She frequently spoke about marriage, motherhood, and emotional healing, topics that resonated strongly with viewers seeking comfort and understanding. Her openness made her ministry feel personal and relatable, even to those who had never met her. At the time of her death, Daystar had not released details regarding private burial arrangements. The ministry stated that the immediate focus was on supporting the family and preparing for the public memorial service. They also thanked viewers for the overwhelming messages of support, prayer, and sympathy received from around the world. As preparations continue for the upcoming service in Texas, supporters are expected to travel from across the United States and beyond. Others will join through live stream broadcasts, participating in a shared moment of remembrance for a woman whose voice had become part of their daily spiritual life. Joni Lamb's legacy extends far beyond television broadcasting. She helped build a global ministry that influenced millions of people through messages of hope, faith, and resilience. Whether through interviews, teaching programs, or personal testimonies, she left a lasting imprint on Christian media and the lives of those who followed her work. Her passing leaves a significant void in Daystar and in the broader Christian broadcasting world. Yet many of her supporters continue to share the belief that her teachings and encouragement will live on through the network she helped build and the lives she touched. As family, friends, and supporters gather to honor her memory, the focus remains on celebrating a life dedicated to faith, service, and global ministry. For millions who welcomed her into their homes for decades, Joni Lamb will be remembered not only as a broadcaster, but as a steady voice of hope who remained present through both joy and hardship.